Look at the pages of history and see how a Sunday law came, how a Sunday law will come. Because in the past, a Sunday law was coming in America. In the year 1888, what was the trigger, the catalyst? Listen to this, friends. It was the Civil War. Think 1888, Civil War, 1800s, 1860s. Watch this. Towards the end of the 19th century, there was a religious movement that felt compelled to launch a campaign to formally recognize Sunday as the day of rest in America. Their desire was to bring America out of a spiritual decline caused by the Civil War. They wanted to unite the country and strengthen the morality of the nation by getting everyone to go back to church on Sunday. Different Protestant churches came together. They found a champion to lead their cause. U.S. Republican Senator from New Hampshire, Henry W. Blair. Senator Blair, a staunch prohibitionist and ardent Christian, proposed a national Sunday rest bill to Congress May 21st, 1888. And what was the backdrop of that? A civil war. Watch carefully. Now, that was, by the way, I'm in court. I'm rolling out different exhibits. Exhibit B. You can find this in Washington, D.C. It's right now on your platform, on your screen. Seton Hall Journal of Legislation and Public Policy. The Sunday Rest Bill, the what, friends? And the battle to keep the civil Sabbath. Paragraph 2. Setting the scene of the Sunday Rest Bill. Watch carefully. The Sunday Rest Bill was a centerpiece of the late 19th century battle to keep the civil Sabbath. Christian lobbyists of moral legislation and the struggle by working men for workers' rights, such as labor union representation. Senator Henry Blair was chiefly concerned with both issues and ultimately introduced the Sunday Rest Bill. Next paragraph. Tell me, as I read this paragraph, if these sentiments are being promulgated today, believing that America was founded by mostly Christian men and on Christian principles, Christians of the late 19th and early 20th centuries felt the national government ought to reflect, quote unquote, Christian character. They believed that the nation could not survive, can't survive without a strong adherence to morality. Does that sound like sentiments coming from a particular political party? Although Christian lobbyists had been advocating for Sabbath legislation since the early 1800s, mostly in the form of regulating the postal service. Listen now, friends. It was not until after the Civil War that the movement gained strength and influence. Stop it right there. Let's make this point clear as day. So there had been Sunday blue laws on the books before the Civil War. But once the Civil War broke out, bloodshed, morality, all-time low. Now came this revival. Let's bring these Sunday laws on the books into prominence in America. Do you see it now? That was history, and history will be repeated.